we're gonna stay in the NFC East, and there was a controversial decision that was made by one Doug Pederson. I want to ask y'all: do y'all think he made the right decision by starting Jalen Hurts?
Was it that controversial?
Well, the reason it was controversial because you signed Carson Wentz to a big time deal. He's your number one guy. So if you paying him all that money, shouldn't he be on the field?
Well, if he was doing well or not doing well, if he didn't give Doug Pederson a reason to bench him, then it would be controversial. But dude has been stinking up the joint all season, from week 1 against Washington to now. He's gone downhill. I mean,
I think he got the most picks,
I used this analogy earlier in the season. I can't remember what I was talking about, but it's like somebody cut the brake line, put the car in neutral, and pushed it down the hill. That's how Carson Wentz has looked. And yes, Doug Pederson did make the right decision. It's got to stop. It's got to stop being about money all the time. This dude sucks. Look, you gave him a contract. He sucks now. Own it. Move on. It'll be cheap. It'll be cheaper. It'll be in your best interest to keep him on as a backup for next season, just because of all that you owe him. But after next season, cut him loose, cut your losses, move on.
That's gonna be a big cap hit. But what you got, K-Man?
They set themselves up for it.
Well, this season for them is just like the New Orleans Saints because of the way the cap is going to be. This is the shot to be super over the cap. So they're going to cut a lot of players, but they're not cutting him because the hit is just going to be massive. But it was the right move to make. It's not. First of all, they're not going anywhere. It is plain and obvious that my pick from the start of the season was wrong. And it looks like it's coming down to the Washington Football Club and the New York Giants to be the winner of that awful division. And the winner probably, I looked at the schedule, the winner of that division is going to probably go 6-10.
I was going to say 79 probably. But
6-10. So it wasn't a bad move. This dude needs to sit down and relook at how this game is played and everything that something's off. Something's off with him. I don't know what it is. And he needs to essentially take a step.
And good point, because when I watch the Eagles play and I keep watching this guy throwing sharp passes, overthrowing guys, and when he gets sacked or when he in the pocket, he's running around, he looks like he's scared or something. It's like he sees people open but don't want to throw the ball to him. And I'm like, now, is it because of the offensive line has so many injuries? He don't trust these guys?
I mean, let's be for real. A good quarterback can make an offensive line. If you throw the ball quicker, you make better decisions, you can make your offensive line look good. You can't. He's sitting there. Yes, your receivers aren't that good, but you're sitting back there for 3 seconds trying to look for some deep pass. Take what they give you. He's not doing the little things, and I think that's the reason why they benched him, because he's not doing the little things. He's just trying to go for hero ball.
Well, I kind of feel like he may be a little soft mentally, because if you look at last season, look at his numbers last season. He completed 64% of his passes for just over 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 93 quarterback rating. Those are pretty good numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Fast forward this year, he's only completing 57% of his passes. He's thrown 15 interceptions already, the most in his career, and only through 12 games. It's mighty funny now, that they take Jalen Hurts in the second round in the offseason, and now your starter comes in looking like trash. Could it be that he's been looking over his shoulder ever since the draft?
That could be,
and that's thrown his game off. A combination of that, a lack of coaching, and injuries on the offensive line, I think have all played a part in it. Now, as far as the injuries on the offensive line go, if Doug Pederson, if you're that good of a coach, you're a Super Bowl winning coach. If you're that good of a coach, if you're really that good of a coach, scheme around that. Scheme up plays to get the ball out quicker.
Good point.
Don't make your quarterback hold the ball for trying to go through 2 and 3 and 4 reads. Why have him take all these drops if you know you can't protect?
Condense the field.
And then run the ball. Philly runs the ball well. They're a good running team, but they refuse to commit to it. So I'm questioning. You know what? I'm questioning Doug Pederson just as much or more than I am Carson Wentz at this point, because there are serious flaws in the coaching right now. There are some serious flaws in the coaching and in the play calling.
I'll give you that, man. I'll give you that one.
He's right. He's still living off of 2017, Doug Pederson. And that lone Super Bowl is kind of stale now, bro. We 3 years later. And you haven't sniffed. Your team hasn't sniffed the amount of success that you had that year. Wow. So I can see why there was a report out saying that he may not be guaranteed to come back next season. I question the validity of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't come back.
I heard that. I heard rumors about that too, man, because I think like the past, starting like maybe 3 weeks ago, he was on the hot seat.
Look, man, if I'm Howie Roseman, Eric Bieniemy, he would look real good standing on the sidelines coaching up Jalen Hurts. I'm just saying.
That would be a pretty...
We put that Bama everywhere, aren't we?
Right, yeah.
He's a good coach, man.
We put him everywhere. Like Houston, we're going to put him in the Jets. Now we put him in Philly. Like, look. Let's put him in Jacksonville.